Hi guys, my name's Maria Hernandez and my speech is over human trafficking. I decided to do human trafficking because I feel like it's such a big problem in the world and there's not much awareness being brought up on it on the news stations, TV. So I decided to do this topic. It is considered a social movement, which I was surprising to find out. So enditmovement.org and abolishmovement.org are two social movement sites about human trafficking, which I thought was really interesting. I did not know that they even had sites, so I was like really impressed when I came across that. So I'm gonna share with you some stuff that I came across. In Oklahoma alone, 121 cases were reported this year of human trafficking. And in the United States, there's an estimate anywhere from 14,500 to 17,500 of people being trafficked in the US annually. And exactly, human trafficking is basically, it involves the use of force to obtain some kind of labor or commercial sex act. Traffickers use violence, manipulation. They basically change your identity so it's harder for you to be found. And you're usually across the world or in another whole state, so it's harder for your family to try and find you. Usually they use a lot of manipulation to get you to, go into this trafficking. They promise a better life, high paying jobs, and usually it's women that are being lured into these horrific environments, and usually minors as well. I saw that almost 80% of victims are women, and trafficking of women and children is the fastest growing crime, which I thought was really scary. As of now, according to the human trafficking hotline.org, 40.3 million victims of human trafficking are being trafficked globally. And I was just like, wow. And I just feel like this is such an important topic to me because we have women and children here that are being trafficked across the world from their families. They have no idea what, what's in store for them. And it's just something that I'm so shocked we don't have much awareness being brought about. Usually, I would think this would be all over the news, but obviously it's not. So right now, on fightslaverynow.org, the Trafficking Victims Act of 2000 was the most important anti-trafficking law. So basically, a person under 18 who performs a sex act is considered a victim of human trafficking. So that was passed in 2000, and that was the first step to making human trafficking awareness brought out to the US. So I think that was like a really good step, but it almost is like it's kind of just diminished. So I hope in the future that there's more laws and more awareness being brought out about human trafficking. It's just crazy to me. It's so sad to think about. Usually I read across international borders, 80% are women and 50% are minors. So if you think about that, that's a lot of people that are living horrific daily lives, and they just, usually I read they are being taught to how to talk to police, or if it's someone that could possibly potentially help them, they're actually trained on how to talk to these people, so there's no indication that they are victims of human trafficking. They change your identity, you're across the world, you have no money because you're not getting paid, you're living in horrific environments, no heat, no water, you're living with a bunch of people in a small room, and there's such a high rate of getting STDs, HIV, you have no medical care. all around, it's just a really bad situation to be in, and I really think that this is something that we need to be being brought up more in the TV, news, websites. I hope there's more information on human trafficking so we can hopefully get rid of this such horrific situation going on in the world. So that's what my speech was over. Thank you for listening.